Switchcraft Inc. was established in 1946 by Bill and Fred Dumke and Wilford Larson in a second-story loft on West Diversey Avenue. Larson was the connector sales manager at Utah Radio, a company where Dumke's father worked. The three originally attempted to buy Utah Radio, but instead started their own company. Later that year, the first Jackson plugs were introduced, including items that remain popular today, such as 11 jacks and 280 plugs. These were innovative new designs and were a major step forward for the industry. They set the tone for culture of innovation that continues to this day. In 1947, Switchcraft hired David Ross to be its first sales rep. Since then, we've continued the same rep model, and Ross Marketing Company still represents Switchcraft till this day. The company's growth continued, and in 1958, Switchcraft moved to the current facility on Elston Avenue, which has since been expanded several times. The company remained under original ownership until 1977 when it was sold to Raytheon, for a time being known as Raytheon Electronics Switchcraft Division. Raytheon owned Switchcraft for about 20 years, eventually being sold to management and private equity when Raytheon elected to focus exclusively on its defense business units. Switchcraft's leadership has been very stable with only 4 presidents, with original president Wilford Larson and current president Keith Bandelek presiding over 64 out of 75 years. The 90s saw another major change as the company chose to focus on harsh environment connectivity products, a focus that would put the company in competition with Conxall. Conxall was formed in 1971 by John Gove and was originally called Villa Park Specialty Company. Gove had worked for ethanol and saw potential for a lighter and less expensive version of their military connectors. At this time, this was a very new concept and was considered too experimental for ethanol. With the help of a few partners, the company soon developed a unique all-plastic weather-tight connector for the Hummingbird fish finding device, very similar to the current Mill Equal series. This design inspired the first Conxall series product in 1976, which would eventually give the company its name, later expanded to the smaller Minicon X in 1981. Production originally consisted of a few molding presses in a garage, and for more than a decade the company continued to operate at a Gove's home. In 1984, the company finally moved out of the basement and into the current Villa Park facility. The company continued to expand and see success in a wide variety of industries, eventually leading to the company's purchase by Switchcraft in 1999. Finally, in 2011, Switchcraft Conxall was acquired by Hega Corporation, where it remains as one of the largest companies in the electronic technologies division.